What is going on, everybody? 4 for 4 Philly fan back at it again with another YouTube video. Today, I will be talking about the last 27 games of the regular season for the Philadelphia 76ers. Where do I think we'll be? How do I think we'll end up? Who starts for Horford? All that. Everything is going to be discussed in this video. Now, first things first. The Sixers are getting back from a 9-day break. Much needed. You get healthy. Embiid and Ben both participated in the All-Star game. Both had pretty solid games. Embiid obviously started. He had 22 points, 10 rebounds. Ben Simmons had 17 points. You know, it's a fun game. It was really good this year. I'm not even going to lie. It was a very entertaining and fun basketball All-Star game to watch this year. And I love what they did with the format of it all. I really enjoyed the All-Star game this year. It was very intense at the end of the game, and I liked it. I actually was on the edge of my seat watching an All-Star game, which I never thought would have happened. But with that being said, Sixers versus Nets in Philadelphia, 8 o'clock on Thursday, without Kyrie Irving for the Brooklyn Nets. Now, Al Horford, coming off the bench from now on. That's what I've heard. Who do I think starts for Al Horford in the starting five? Ben at the 1, Richardson at the 3, Tobias at the 4, and Embiid at the 5. Who do I want and who do I think? I think Furkan Korkmaz starts. I want Matisse Thybulle to start, and I'll give you my reasons why. Furkan has played in this system now for 3 years, and he's just now getting that confidence to, be a good player on a basketball team. He's going to be a solid basketball player. With Furkan playing in the system for 3 years now, it obviously gives him more of a edge on a rookie like Matisse. And Furkan's offensive game is a lot more sound than Matisse at this point. But here's why I would rather have Matisse start over Furkan. If you start Matisse, you don't need his offense as much off the bench as you do Furkan's. Furkan is capable, and as we saw, he is capable of getting 30 points here, 20 points there, 15 points. Matisse is good for like one game out of the month to get like 15, 20 points. So would I rather have my defensive lineup in to start the game, set the tone of the game? You have Embiid, you have Ben, you have Richardson, Tobias that can score the ball. Then you have Matisse locking up the best player. I think if you start Matisse, it would be a lot better than if you started Furkan. Just because you need Furkan's offense off the bench more than you need Matisse's. But we will see on Thursday what happens. I'm sure Furkan is going to be started. Maybe Glenn Robinson. Who knows? There's 27 games left. For the rest of the month of February, we play Brooklyn in Philly, Milwaukee in Milwaukee on Saturday, Sixers against the Hawks in Philly on Monday, Philly in Cavs, and then Sixers in Philly versus the Knicks. And that's how the month of February ends. If I'm being honest, we should lose one game for the rest of the month. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 5 games we should go 4-1. Maybe 5-0. It all depends on how we play on the road, because we've obviously had our struggles on the road and injuries, but who knows? If we beat Milwaukee in Milwaukee, we can beat anybody. Milwaukee is one of the best home teams in the league. They obviously have the front runner for MVP right now in Giannis. it's just going to depend on how the Sixers play for the rest of the year on the road. Because the top seeds in the East have all beaten us in their arenas. Miami, Indiana, Boston, Toronto, Milwaukee. They've all beaten us. But we have beaten them in our arena. Milwaukee, Boston, Toronto, Miami, and Indiana. We've beaten them all. The main problem with this team is being consistent on the road. Being a consistent bench team on the road. Because the bench falls apart in other arenas. And we've seen it firsthand with Furkan. Furkan is a great home player. On the road, he's almost unplayable. He's almost unplayable on the road. He doesn't play defense. He can't shoot. But at home, he gets a couple steals. He makes his shots. He dunks. Furkan is one of the weirdest players that I've ever watched. He's great at home and terrible on the road. And he is awful on the road. It's not even that he's bad. He is awful on the road. And we only have two away games for the rest of February. One's against, obviously, Milwaukee, and one's against Cleveland, which we should destroy. There's no reason that Cleveland should keep it a game against us. Home or away. That shouldn't matter. Where do I think we'll end up? I think the Sixers end up the 3rd seed. 4th seed, maybe. The reason why I think that is because of the way that the season ends. We don't play that many good teams to end the season. We don't play Boston. We don't play Miami. We have that tough stretch on the road, on the West Coast, and both LA teams, Sacramento, Golden State, those teams. But we should win at least 2 of 4 on that road stand. You're telling me that the Kings should beat us? You're telling me that Golden State should beat us? No. And we have destroyed LeBron. We match up perfectly against the Lakers. We really do. We match up perfectly against the Lakers when healthy and against the Bucks when healthy. And now that the Clippers are stacking up the bench, well, guess what? We've beaten them already. We've beaten them. We've beaten them at home, and in a 7-game series, anything can happen. Injuries can happen here, injuries can happen there. A missed shot here, a missed shot there. Playoffs is completely different than anything else in sports. The pace is up. The shooting is a lot better. The shot creations are better. People are willing to die out there on the court in a playoff game. And we see it time and time again. There's multiple games where players go all out for balls that they wouldn't normally do in the regular season in a playoff game because it's the playoffs. Everybody is fighting for the same goal, and that is an NBA championship. And with this roster, we have a shot. I know we have struggled on the road. I know Brett Brown isn't the greatest coach ever. But with our length and our ability and our stars, we have a shot. And you can't tell me that we don't. We are lengthy enough to shut down the Bucks. We are lengthy enough to stop LA, both of them. We are a great defensive team. And defense wins championships. It takes one stop to win a basketball game. One stop. If we would have stopped Kawhi last year, we could be NBA champions right now. We really could. It's just that simple. Sixers have been one shaky roller coaster all year long so far. There's 27 games left. You're coming off an All-Star break. finish the season strong, get to that 3rd seed, win your 55-plus games, and go to the playoffs healthy. Go to the playoffs and win. That is what Philadelphia wants you to do. Stay healthy, win in the playoffs, and get this city a championship. And I know it's going to be hard. There's a lot of good teams this season in the NBA. But it's not impossible. It takes one defensive stop, and nobody is better on defense than the Philadelphia 76ers this season. It's just that that's what I think. And I believe. That's it for this video. Sixers versus Brooklyn, 8 o'clock in Philadelphia, Thursday. This video was kind of everywhere talking about the rest of the season. But look, I love the Sixers. I want them to succeed. And I really do believe that they will. I don't know if I can say for sure that, we're going to win the championship. I can't say that. Because it takes one stop on offense or on defense, and it takes one shot on offense. One stop and one shot can change an entire game. And that is how I'm going to end this video. Thank you all for watching. Like, share, comment, subscribe. Leave your thoughts down below on who do you think will start for Al Horford, and where do you guys think the Philadelphia 76ers will end up at the end of the regular season. Now that's it for me. Like, share, comment, subscribe. I'm out. Peace.